What's up everyone? So welcome to my Greedon deck profile. Without further ado, let's get started. So for our ride line, we play the Greedon ride line. For our grade 3s, we play 4 copies of Greedon Mass. He is the one that is more consistent for me because he only needs 3 to put into soul. And a Persona ride when going second. And 2 copies of Massive Hydrogroom that lets you Persona ride if going second. 2 copies of Moshin. He's the one that lets himself call back to the board from the soul if it's the second attack of your Vanguard. And 1 copy of Tokusen that lets you put something from the drop zone back into your soul. For our grade 2s, we play for Aracre. He Superior calls 1 card from your soul into the board by energy blasting 3, and he gives your Vanguard plus 5,000 and himself plus 5,000 if you have 4 or more cards in your damage zone. For Fujo, he is your guard restrict and board wiper if your opponents rely on rear guards heavily, but he is here primarily for the guard restrict. Then 4 copies of the newest support of Greedon, Aquen. His skill is check top 5 for Desire Devil and add it to hand for counter +1. Then if he is in the soul, you soul +1 and bind him, and you put one of your opponent's rear guard into the soul. So another form of board control and filter search. 4 copies of Skullcamda, Dragon Tea Marker Maker, and your Massive Hydrogroom Searcher. And lastly, for a grade 2, you play 2 Saasio so that you could fetch some thing for your grade 2 from Boshoku, because Boshoku needs a Desire Devil with the same card name as his. So Saasio is regarded as this card, so you can have a 10k shield into your hand easily, or another 15k front row attacker. For grade 1s, we play 2 copies of Incane. He is recyclable by Aracre, and he is good because he gives your Vanguard triple drive on a restand for counter blast 2. 1 copy of Gojo. He returns himself back to hand for energy blast 3 and is a 10k shield. And 4 copies of the perfect card. You can switch 1 for an elementary sanctitude. For our triggers, we play 8 criticals, 3 fronts, Dark Stage over trigger because obviously our Vanguard wants to restand. So the Dark States over trigger benefits us for the additional crit and power. And 4 of the heals and 2 Massive Hydrogroom markers. With that, let's proceed to the test mulligan or test play. So let's start the mulligan. Drawing 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. Return these 3 obviously. Draw 3. So assume we are going second, we draw per turn. Discard this. Try and draw. Then we attack. Drive check. Then damage check. 1, 2. Stand and draw. Discard this. To write skill, reveal Greedon. Withdraw 1. Call this skill. Soul Blast. Kill a dragon 3. Search for a Hidragroom. Add to hand. Call the new support. Counter Blast. Check top 5. Add this. Since we were on front triggers, I prefer to attack with the Vanguard first. So if ever we hit the front, no trigger. Swing for 10 and 10. Then we deal damage 1, 2, 3. Heal is good. Stand and draw. Discard both Motion. Write Greedon. Put something to soul. Motion. Add a Sasio deck. Using Massive Hidragroom. Checking top 5. None. Add this. Massive Hidragroom skill. You put the soul. Then you persona right with Greedon Mass. You draw 1. We got another Skullcanda. Skill. Marker. And another Hidragroom. Calling this since we're going second, we are 9 energy, so we can draw 1. So battle base. This swings for 23. Train drive. No trigger. Heal. Let's say heal is good. Power here. Skill. Put 3 to soul. Stand. Motion skill. So this attacks for 28. Twin drive, no trigger. In gain, good for next turn. Swing with this and swing with this. This is 10, 15, 20 plus 10 from the persona, 30. This is 25 with the trigger. 35 with the trigger and the persona. Then we stand and draw. We persona right with a mass. We draw 1 again. And using Massive Hidragroom. Do note that this deck decks out quite fast, so We are deck dealing pass. Then call in Kane. Calling this. We energy blast 3. Call Pujo. Aquaven, skill. Checking top 5 again. We had this. Switch. Entering battle phase. So Greedon swings for 28. Since Arakri gives him +5. So we do twin drive, first check. Second check, front. Then skill. Put this 3 into soul. He stands. Motion skill. Calling him back. Vanguard attacks again for 43 with the front trigger. Counter blast 2 for Incane for additional drive, so he's 48. Then bind Pujo for guard restrict. So we triple drive. Heal. Heal. We give power here. Second check and third check. Then Arakri sings for 10, 15 from the marker, 20 from his skill. Persona right 30, front trigger 40. While this last attack is 10, 15, 20, 30 from Persona. 10, 15, 25 from Persona, 35 from front trigger, 45 from the last trigger. So more or less this is what the deck does, and it just keeps feeding up for the skill of Greedon and until you deck out or you lose by 7 damage. So that's all for this deck profile. Leave a like if you like the video. Subscribe to this channel for more Vanguard Gear Days and other JRPG contents, and check out some of the next deck profiles in the future or some test plays. Appreciate the support of you guys, and see you guys again next time.